Hi, I'm Efua with Business Solutions. Today we are at Photo Club, a photo studio in Accra. It's been in existence for 25 years. Many of its competitors have folded up. So today we find out how they have stayed relevant till now. We're in the studio now and I have my photographer here trying to get a decent picture of me. We also have in the studio Victoria Akwe. She's the consultant for Photo Club. Hello, Victoria.
Hello, how are you?
Very well, thank you. No, you guys won't believe this stuff. There's a camera, that's a camera, and that's a camera.
Yeah.
No, so we are taking you back in the day, you know, so this is how photography started. Photo Club has been in existence for 25 years, and when they started, these are the kind of things that they were using to take photos. So, Victoria, take us through the phases that photography has gone through.
Okay.
I mean, you're seeing all sorts of weird stuff here.
You know what? I'm glad there's technology because some of this stuff is so ancient. It's unreal. Like for this one, for instance, this one will take one film. So you have a cartridge, you slip it in here. You hold up your light, which, as you can see, did not pass the test of time.
Yeah.
The flash goes on. This one is not mistake proof. So if you catch somebody with their eyes closed, it's another film and you keep trying again. This one is what they used to call the instant camera. So the film would be in here and then the paper would print. And then it's the fanning until the ink dries and voila. Yeah. your photo. Hopefully everything works well. Now this one is a heavyweight. The lens goes out. Some of them go out farther depending on, you know, what they're trying to capture. So after this one, it evolved to this. These ones are all undigital. So it's mainly like the analog manual. So this one did the insert film one at a time, and then they developed it to the film, which is the roll, and then you take it in. And then it evolved to, thankfully, what we have now, which is this one, and that's digital. So it's just a matter of not taking your rolls of film. Oh, which one did our vacation pictures come on? This one, you can slip it into your phone or your computer and say, okay, I want this one, I don't want this one. So the editing is more helpful, and you know, I think it's more cost efficient for that one because sometimes your kids will take pictures and then you print the whole roll and find out, what's this picture about?
At what point would you say was the height of photography where you have several studios around and several people patronizing?
I'd say as far back as the 60s you can go back, you know. Throughout the 90s where everything was, you know, it was more of the film roll, so you had that, and then as technology developed, things changed. But
at what point?
I'd say in the 1990s, you know, when digital cameras started to come out, cell phones started to come out, so it changed a lot. So the patronage of, you know, coming in and taking the whole roll in, that kind of ended once, you know, you had your laptops and everything like that. So I'd say that's where things kind of pulled the plug on the film.
For a place like Photo Club now, how would you describe patronage in this technology-savvy world?
There's still patronage. We have clients that come in, and as great as technology is, there's some downfalls with that because if you lose the disc or, you know, that pen drive in which your pictures were on, there goes your pictures if you haven't backed it up. With pictures, as people bring them in and we can re-edit it and restore the picture back to what it was, but you can't do it when your file is gone. So the patronage is still here. It's just in a different way. People come in, like for instance, these types of things, like if somebody comes in and they want to image themselves on their phones, we take their picture and then transfer it into something like this, cups, that type of thing. So as technology changed, I think photo companies had to change and redevelop how we could get people to come back.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is how you stay relevant in this world.
Yeah, instead of like pictures, this is the new type of picture that you can send out. So it's not just hanging in your house and somebody sees. Weddings, like we'll have weddings like this, and then you can do the multiple pictures and send that out. So people have your little album, but they're kind of watching it and using it every day. Pictures are meant to be shared, and if we're not sharing it because it's, you know, on our pen drive, how do we get people to still share it? So you'd have to come up with creative ways, you know, printing on T-shirts, calendars, that type of thing. So
How do you see the future of photo studios? Yeah.
you know what? They say the sky's the limit, and as the technology comes in, thankfully, you know, we find new and different ways to come up with people coming back. Because, like, I mean, at the end of the day, you'll still have your billboards in the streets. You will still have calendars, booklets. You still need to transfer that somehow. And so we're here and we're relevant, and we're trying to stay relevant. So as the digital world comes, we find different ways to, you know, adapt to that and be in the market still.
The Photo Club has been in existence for 25 years.
Yes.
Will I still meet you here in 25 years' time?
I think so. I think so, because the more technology advances, I think there's people in general want something simple. And if it's a memory that they can capture, they'll want to go back and reflect. And if we have light off, you know, how do you reflect? So, you know, printing, I think, will still be around, definitely. Maybe not on a picture form, but clothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much,
Thank
Victoria.
you so
We've been
much.
speaking with Victoria Akwe. She's the consultant for Photo Club. This has been Business Solutions. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next time.